Good morning. In Paterson, we have resolved to do more for those with less. In the last year, we've been able to secure grant funding to provide vital services to our residents who are less fortunate. For example, we have a financial empowerment center, the only one in the state of New Jersey and one of 30 in the United States that provides free one-on-one confidential financial counseling to help people improve their credit score, reduce their debt, and avoid being evicted. We also have the Guaranteed Income Initiative, which we've relaunched, where 200 Patersonians will receive $400 a month for the year so that they can have income at their disposal. We also have Reentry. Out of my office, our reintegration services coordinator works with individuals who have been recently released from prison and jail, and that is Valeda Hall. We also have our Director of Health and Human Services who helps relocate individuals, particularly those who are unhoused. And that brings us to today, where, like I stated before, in Paterson, we have resolved to do more for people with less because we have the resources. It's only a matter of getting the word out. And today, by providing a free meal and free clothing donated by Evan Shulman and Protective Health Gear, we'll have an opportunity to connect with those who are unhoused and hopefully create a relationship that results in resources for people who unfortunately may be sleeping on the streets. And so we invite anyone who is struggling during this holiday season. We've heard it being called the most wonderful time of the year. But for many people who are unhoused, it could be the most distressing and depressing time of the year. And so here we are trying to provide warmth by the way of clothing, raincoats, jackets, gloves, and other necessary items. Because when the temperature starts to get colder, we know what can happen to individuals. And quite frankly, we want to do everything we can to make sure that people have the bare necessities as far as clothing is concerned, and let them know that the City of Paterson is here to help. At this time, I want to hear from our Director of Health and Human Services, Joelle D. Ramirez, on how the City of Paterson can continue to help, especially during the holiday season.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. It is an honor to be here with some of my staff members who see the unhoused each and every day, providing municipal ID services, referrals to the Financial Empowerment Center, or just case management, social work, relocation, and now Valeda Hall and the mayor's office being out of our office doing reentry as well. I have my social workers here. The individuals that have come out here know that we are here to help. We also, in conjunction with the Office of Emergency Management, run the warming center, and many of the individuals have made their way here from the warming center, where we provide a safe, warm space for them to stay overnight, where they have meals, and where we offer case management services and a number of other things. So at this point, I just want to thank Evan and his family for doing God's work, for being able to assist the mayor and all of us to work very hard every day to help the unhoused in the City of Paterson, to have a good Christmas, to have a warm Christmas, and to have something to eat today and whenever we can do this. So thank you, Evan. Thank you, Mayor, for the opportunity. And thank everybody who has come out here to volunteer to help the residents of Paterson each and every day. Thank you.
Director. You heard earlier that we are fortunate to have someone in the mayor's office who works on reentry every day to help those that have been incarcerated get their lives back on track. And we're so honored to have with us our reintegration services coordinator, Valeda Hall, if she wants to talk about what she can do.
Thank you, Mayor. It's an honor to be the reentry services coordinator for the City of Paterson, and being that I see a lot of the effects of homelessness on the city. So it's a great thing that we're doing here to help them. I wish we can do this more often, but I'm grateful that we can do this now here today. As a reentry services coordinator, I have a lot of clients coming out of incarceration who have no place to go. And I just want to say, being homeless and being unhoused are two different things, yet they face the same sort of situations, so we need to help them equally. Again, I'm glad that we can be here today. I'm also here volunteering with my partners. I have HSH Outreach here with me today, and I also have Ruby's Vision here with me today, and I'm glad that they came out to help volunteer for this occasion that we don't get to do often enough. So thank you, Mayor, for doing this.
Thank you, Valeda. And like we stated before, we're proud to have a partner like Evan Shulman, PHC. As a matter of fact, in the past, during the pandemic, PHC, Evan Shulman, they provided free masks for Paterson residents, for Paterson students as well, so that we can get back to work and students can get back to school. So in line with that humanitarian impact that Evan has had, not to mention tomorrow, we'll be distributing 10,000 toys to Paterson children. So we really thank Evan Shulman for being conscientious and magnanimous and putting Patersonians first. So at this time from the the Protective Healthcare, that is Evan Shulman. Come on.
Thank you everyone for coming. What a wonderful opportunity is to pay it forward. We came about Protective Healthcare. We were born out of the pandemic. We were making displays in Paterson for several years, and we kind of pivoted to the very first company in the state of New Jersey to receive NIOSH approval under the EUA for N95 respirators. It was the #1 sought after item in the world. And we were the very first to do it. We were proud, and I reached out to the mayor because it was something that was new to us. And ever since then, we were working very closely with his team. And we're fortunate enough to be able at that time to employ a little over 200 Patersonians, working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, donating a lot, giving it out to our frontline workers. And through that, we were working very close with his staff, who's been vital, and seeing how it is that we can do more for the community. I know keeping my wife up very late at night, telling her, put the phone away, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to source different ideas, and then donating. I think this is going to be our 3rd annual toy drive, where we were able to, and fortunate enough to give away toys to the kids. And this year we wanted to do even more. So as you see around us, everything is firsthand. Very, very, very warm and comfy coats and hand warmers and flashlights and sweatshirts and thermal socks and what have you. And we were able to work with a lot of various other companies that do such a blessed work around for the people that are in need. And I wanted to thank the mayor and his team and everyone else here today that support everything. And like I said, it's a very warm and fuzzy feeling to pay it forward. So thank you and happy holidays, everybody.
Thank you, Evan. Again, we really appreciate all of your efforts, especially for those who are really in need. In fact, I see the line is getting a little longer, and quite frankly, you can see for yourselves the type of demand there is in our city relative to providing people with the necessities. So at this time, I'll open up the floor for questions pertaining to this specific initiative. Okay, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to providing these individuals with the coats and clothing they need. Thank you. want it to be kosher, it's egg and cheese.